emergency meetings are the core of our monumental success. Hear them out. Listen, if you were lent $100,000 in cash for any purpose on the planet you wanted, and education had to convince you that their service was worth $100,000, they would monumentally fail. The scam is that you can only access the lent money for education. So you don't evaluate the true value of said education/money. The cash exists in a vacuum with no investment competition. The 100K of education is not compared to 100K of crypto or 100K of real estate or starting your own business, because the other options are not available with the money. If they were, in a fair market, education would fail to struggle any investors at all. If you could take 100 grand and invest in anything you wanted, nobody would choose education because everybody knows the ROI is so low. There are so many better options. With an absolute lack of competition for the investment funds, the educational systems have spiraled costs ridiculously beyond inherent value, along with providing an unimpressive product. Zoom classes. You're learning more at this emergency meeting for free than you would in a Harvard Zoom class for 100 grand. Mm-hmm. They give you zero guarantees of employment, zero guarantees of return on investment. In a fair market, if people didn't make money with the educational systems they were taught, they'd simply stop investing. So in a fair market, people would stop going to school because they'd realize it's a waste of money. But you can only access the money for school. And this is why the educational scam refuses to operate in a fair market. The loans are pegged to the scam because the educational system would collapse if the game wasn't rigged. A degree is more expensive every year, yet more of them exist every year because there's more graduees. Double inflation. Scarcity equals value. Degrees are not scarce. They mean nothing. And every year, loser peons celebrate graduation. 99.9% remain broke forever. And the ones who make money didn't make it from the degree. They made it from something else.
Yep.
Hustlers University has 30,000 people subscribed. Don't be impressed that I've amassed 30,000 students. Be impressed that I retained 30,000 people from all around the world. People from Africa, people from the poorest countries on earth are still making more money than they invest. If someone who barely speaks English from the poorest country on earth can make more than he invests, so can you. All students are earning more than they've invested because I couldn't retain them any other way. I don't exist in a vacuum. My university is competing with every other dollar investment on the planet. The cost of my teachings are fairly compared against any other possible investment, and I proved myself to be ultra competitive. Effectively, there is no better way to invest money than HU. So with Hustlers University, every single person who invests $49 is sitting there going, what else could I do with this $49 as opposed to HU, which would be better for my future? And there is no other option. There's no other competition. Yep. $49 is lunch. It's lunch or access to an entire month of money-making information with some of the most qualified war room professors on the planet. There's no competition. It's simply the best value product on the planet. If you could find a better way to invest $49 that will provide more access to genuinely life-changing knowledge than Hustlers University, I recommend you do it. But once you understand HU is simply the best possible investment on the planet, you are failing yourself if you do not join. Once you accept it is the best possible spend of $49, if you don't then join afterwards, you are begging to fail. Do not fail yourself. Let's keep this very simple. You will make more money than you invest. And that's the key to getting rich. Shout out to the HUG.
Shout out to the HUGs.